Olivia had always been passionate about music. Since she was a child, she spent hours in her room, listening to her grandmother's old records and dreaming of becoming a great musician. Olivia's grandmother, a talented pianist, often told stories about how music had transformed her life. Each song was a new adventure, and Olivia longed to create her own melodies that would touch people's hearts. However, Olivia's life changed drastically when her grandmother passed away. The pain of losing someone so dear was unbearable. The young girl felt that a part of herself had faded away along with her grandmother. Music, which had once been a source of joy, now felt like a painful reminder. Olivia distanced herself from the piano, as every note reminded her of her grandmother and the happiness she had once felt. One morning, while organizing her grandmother's old room, Olivia found a worn diary hidden in a drawer. Curious, she opened the book and began to flip through the yellowed pages. To her surprise, she discovered that the diary was filled with sheet music and notes about an unfinished song titled "The Last Melody." The notes were written by her grandmother, and each line was filled with emotion and meaning. There was also a drawing of her grandmother's piano, accompanied by the phrase, "Music is the soul that never dies." Olivia felt a wave of emotions as she read those words. Determined to finish the song, she picked up her guitar and sat down on the old sofa where she used to listen to her grandmother play. With the sheet music in front of her, she began to play the notes that were written. But the task was not easy. With each attempt, her mind was flooded with memories of her grandmother, and she felt increasingly lost. The weight of her sorrow prevented her from focusing. Days passed, and Olivia decided she needed help. She began to visit the local cafe, where many musicians performed. Observing them, she realized that music had a special power to unite people. It was in this cafe that she met Peter, a young guitarist who played every night. Peter had a warm smile and a contagious passion for music. Over time, they became friends, and Olivia felt comfortable sharing her story. Peter encouraged her to express herself through music, reminding her that even in pain, there was beauty to be found. He invited her to perform with him on a special night at the cafe. At first, Olivia hesitated, but the idea of playing alongside Peter awakened a new feeling within her. Determined to honor her grandmother's memory, she accepted the invitation and began to work on the song. The following weeks were an emotional roller coaster. Olivia practiced every day, and Peter's presence inspired her. He helped her refine the melody and the lyrics her grandmother had left behind. Each rehearsal was a new discovery, a new connection with the music she thought she had lost. Olivia realized that while playing, she not only remembered her grandmother but also celebrated her life. The night of the performance arrived. The cafe was full, the lights dimmed, and the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. Olivia was nervous, but when she looked at Peter, who was by her side, she felt a wave of courage. He smiled at her, and that made her remember that music was a way to connect with others and with her own soul. When it was time to play, Olivia took a deep breath and began to play the last melody. The notes floated in the air, and the lyrics she had written with such care resonated throughout the room. The music was a mixture of sadness and hope, reflecting her journey of pain and self-discovery. With each chord, she felt her grandmother's presence enveloping her, like a warm embrace. The audience was mesmerized. Olivia could see tears in some people's eyes, and that made her realize that her music was touching their hearts. At the end of the performance, a profound silence filled the cafe. Then, a round of applause erupted, and Olivia felt a wave of relief and joy. She had succeeded. The experience was transformative for Olivia. Not only did she complete the song her grandmother had begun, but she also found a new purpose in music. The pain of loss still existed, but now it was accompanied by a feeling of gratitude for all the memories she had shared with her grandmother. Olivia realized that music was a legacy that would never die, as it continued to live on in every note she played. After the performance, Olivia and Peter became more than friends. They formed a musical partnership. Together, they began to compose new songs, always inspired by life and the stories they encountered along the way. Olivia finally felt at peace, knowing that she could express her emotions through music, and that every song she created was a way to keep her grandmother's memory alive. Over time, Olivia became a respected musician in her city, and her performances attracted people from all over. Each time she took the stage, she dedicated a song to her grandmother, as a reminder that music has the power to heal and connect hearts. Olivia's journey was not easy, but along the way, she discovered that music had always been within her, waiting to be released. And so, she continued to play, compose, and share her story, eternally grateful for every note that made her feel alive. And thus, the melody of Olivia's heart echoed, not only as a tribute to her grandmother but as a song of hope and love for all who listened. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe.